How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into 14P Fantasy. I am your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are talking Dynasty strategy. How do you go about valuing rookie picks? What do you trade for them? What do you trade them away for? When's the best time to acquire them? All of that good stuff. We're going to talk through it all here. So before we do, though, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel here for more Dynasty and redraft content. Follow us over on Twitter and then drop trade questions, just in general questions about fantasy football, comments, anything like that. Drop it below. We'll answer everything. Love to get that kind of stuff from you guys. All right, let's get into it. Let's start at the very top, the most important question. How do you value rookie pick 101? So let's say maybe you're lucky enough. Hopefully you're lucky enough to have somebody else's pick that turned out to be the 101. Maybe your team sucked enough that you now have the first overall pick. There's always that decision. Do you make your draft pick? Do you select, the Najee Harris, the Jamar Chase of this draft? Or, do you trade it away, try to acquire several assets and go that route? So it depends in reality. If you are a competitive team that had somebody else's draft pick and you are a piece away, like a game-winning piece away, I'm probably going to take the rookie pick if it's a running back that I know is about to be a starter. You know what I mean? Like if it's Najee Harris and I'm looking for a running back, I'm going to keep the pick. But let's say I want to move the 101. What would I look for? And to reference it, I'm looking at trades from last season that went down across Dynasty leagues. The 101 last year was traded actually for Terry McLaurin and the 105. So you get a win now wide receiver and still a very good pick in what was a really deep draft. I've also seen the 101 for the 105 and the 107 in the same draft. And for me, if you are several pieces away and one running back isn't going to save you, I'm going to trade out of the 101 9 times out of 10 because you just need talent. You need several players. The more chances you take, the better, the more likely you are to hit on a rookie, superstar rookie breakout. Maybe you get 2, maybe you get 3, depending on the deal. Those are the kind of deals you need to look for. Where you can double up or triple up on picks even, maybe get some future picks as well. That's the kind of thing the 101 allows you to do. It gives you the most flexibility. Some other trades here we've seen. Well, the 101 last year was traded for Josh Jacobs as well as the 203. Again, that is if I am a win now team and, maybe they didn't believe in Najee Harris and they figure, Josh Jacobs, this is his bounce back season. It wasn't. It's never going to be. And then they get a rookie pick back as well. I feel like this is selling the 101 short, personally. I'd rather have the back I believed in Najee. So this is not a trade I would go through with, but it is one we've seen. And one last pick here, or one last trade, the 101 was sent off for Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jerry Jeudy. Now, honestly, in hindsight, that trade has not worked out at all. But coming into last season, I would have taken that trade. Jerry Jeudy looked to be an ascending rookie wide receiver or sophomore wide receiver, and then Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming off of a solid but unspectacular rookie season. This seemed like a no-brainer trade. I would have made this deal as well. Again, if every year rookie picks, the values are always going to change. You're going to get different owners willing to offer different things. But when the 101, this is obviously the holy grail of draft picks. You're going to be able to get a whole lot more for it. But moving on, how do you value the rest of the top 5 rookie picks? And this just depends on the depth of the draft. So last season, the 103 was traded for CEH and 311. So again, you're giving up high-quality, proven talent for these high rookie picks. That is the price that it runs. 103 for Josh Jacobs as well. Again, I think that's an overpay. I'd prefer Javonte in that situation, or Kyle Pitts even. Again, though, these are the type of players you have to give up. 103 for Mike Evans. You're trading those rookie picks out to get proven talent because, honestly, the best draft pick you can make most of the time is the veteran. It's the guy can do it. You're going to get production. It's not a question mark of if the 103 works out. Mike Evans is a great talent. What you're getting from him each week. Again, you just don't have as many years of that talent. So that's where, if you go and watch our rookie mistakes to avoid, don't overvalue youth. There is a ton of value in Mike Evans or CH or, Josh Jacobs even. Those kind of guys bring back a ton of value. So those top 5 rookie picks, if I'm trading them away, I want solid veterans that have, proven elite upside, but are maybe, not necessarily considered young players anymore. Looking at the rest of the first round, some picks, a trade that I saw go down this year, and this is using a 2022 pick for what's most likely going to be a bottom, 110 to 112 type draft pick. I saw Michael Pittman traded for that. And honestly, I'm all in on that trade. Last year, I made a similar deal where I gave up the 111 for Deontay Johnson. Those late first round picks are guys that are, ascending to fantasy football greatness potentially. You are giving up the rookie pick for a guy you believe could be taking that next step. Dynasty owners get antsy. If a guy does not break out in their rookie year or their sophomore season, but have shown talent, they will move them for the next rookie 10 times out of 10. And I am always there to scoop them up, trade those late rookie round picks to go and get, proven talent that may not need additional time to break out. It's, right away, are they for real? Are they not? Obviously with Deontay Johnson, great third-year breakout target. I was happy to flip him or flip that pick for him. And then Michael Pittman, I think, is going to be in a very similar spot here to where I think you're going to need a late first-round pick, maybe a mid-first rounder to go and get him, but knowing the third-round pick or the third-year breakout is right on the edge here. All right, let's just jump to the entire second round. And this, again, is a very, very draft-specific type of deal. The depth in each draft, some years you get T. Higgins slipping to the draft, second round of the draft. Other years you don't. You get, I'm trying to think of busts. There's not a lot of second round guys, especially late, that tend to have these monster seasons. So early second rounders, I'm all in on. Late second rounders, third round picks, I'm going to trade those away almost as sweeteners in a deal to, get something over the top if I need to. I just think the farther you get away from that elite talent, the less likely you are to find gems. And obviously there's always going to be good players in later drafts, and it's on you to identify those talents. But still, nothing is a sure thing. Elijah Mitchell was a late third round pick last year, not a sure thing. Chase Claypool a couple years ago was a late second rounder, is not a sure thing still. So just things to keep in mind. But when I'm trading second round picks, you're giving them up for veterans that are good, not great. So last year, second rounders, mid-second rounders were traded for guys like Leonard Fournette, Will Fuller. 201 was traded for Chase Claypool. Last season, Michael Pittman could be had for an early second rounder. So those are the kind of guys you got to take a chance on. I guarantee you're going to see somebody in your league offer a second rounder and get Terrace Marshall back. If you're the Terrace Marshall owner, don't do that immediately. Get rid of Terrace Marshall. But it's those guys that have not either fully broken out yet or did not flash early, or guys that are nearing the end of their careers that can still be very valuable in Dynasty on a contending team. But, again, everybody goes crazy for rookie draft picks, so they always move the vets, whether they're contending or not, and it's a weird paradox. But that's what you're looking for when you're trading and acquiring second-round picks. And to close us out, we have the third rounders. My favorite move in the third round is honestly to trade it to somebody that has identified their guy. They know who they're getting. It's to trade that pick for a future second rounder. So let me upgrade that draft pick in a year. I don't care about the third round mostly. Maybe you find a quarterback late that just slipped through the cracks, and that's great. This year it was guys like Javian Hawkins, Shee Smith, a bunch of other really gross ones as well. Elijah Mitchell is the golden boy from the third round this year, but that's just how it works. I don't really want to make the draft pick in the third round. I'm looking to trade it. Some guys that was traded for this year, it's usually unspectacular players that are just flat out disappointing, that have a potential path to work. Ronald Jones, Devin Singletary were two guys traded for straight up in third round picks. You don't see a lot of those deals, but that's what you could go. That's the route you can go. Ideally, let me trade a second rounder and a third round to move up like 3 or 4 spots. I'll do that. Just try to maneuver the draft. That's where you can, win your league. That's how you build the dynasty, is winning at the draft, whether it's through trades or draft picks. That is the key here. All right, everybody, that is all I have for you. If you have other questions on dynasty strategy, rookie draft picks, other things like that, drop them below. If you have other dynasty strategy video ideas, drop them. We'll be making those all off season to get you guys familiar, get you up to speed and ready to win your dynasty leagues. All right, that is all I have for you. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.